Would you buy something like a brand new car without first taking it for a test drive? Probably not. But then again, you likely don't head up Public Services and Procurement Canada, which seems to be in the habit of buying pricey stuff sight unseen and then, well, hoping for the best. A story in the National Post makes for a fascinating read. Here's all you need to know. The federal government says it's under no obligation whatsoever to ensure the military equipment it purchases can actually do the job. Indeed, in a court case, Public Services and Procurement Canada has admitted that it's never tested the latest search and rescue gear that it recently purchased for the military and the Coast Guard. The admission is among the evidence in a complaint by two defense firms that have argued that the government's decision to award a contract to a rival company was unfair. This bidding brouhaha pertains to the awarding of a $5.6 million contract to provide software to help in search and rescue missions. But the two competing companies that questioned the government's decision to name MDA Software as the winner of the contract said they were stunned when federal officials freely admitted that not only did they never test the winning system, but they don't even know whether it actually meets the requirements of the Canadian Forces or the Canadian Coast Guard. Hey, what could possibly go wrong? Gee, I sure hope the feds at least bought an extended warranty just in case this software turns out to be a bit of a dud. And if the feds have indeed bought a pig in a poke, this wouldn't be the first time that the folks serving in the military have been hung out to dry thanks to crap equipment. Just consider the Ross rifle, which was assigned to Canadian soldiers fighting in the First World War. This rifle routinely jammed, putting soldiers' lives at risk. In fact, according to the Canadian Encyclopedia, the Ross rifle was so unreliable and had such a bad reputation that it was withdrawn from service in 1916. And let's not forget the Liberal Chrétien government that purchased 4 used diesel-electric submarines from the UK's Royal Navy in 1998 for about $750 million. That turned out to be anything but a bargain. Since taking delivery of these subs beginning in the year 2000, the Toronto Star notes how these vessels developed a staggering number of problems, including leaking torpedo tubes, cracked valves, bad welds, turbine breakdown, faulty ventilation systems, and debilitating rust damage. Tragically, one sub suffered an electrical fire that killed one sailor and injured several others. Oh, and get this, more than $2.6 billion has been spent repairing and maintaining those tubs. Lesson learned? Never buy a used submarine from the Royal Navy. But the real takeaway from the incredible admission by Public Services and Procurement Canada is this. Even when it comes to potentially life-saving technology, apparently the feds just can't even be bothered to take the time to test drive the stuff. Then again, it's not their money they're gambling with, it's yours. And if they make a mistake, they'll simply shrug their shoulders, noting that, hey, stuff happens, and they'll know full well that nobody's head is going to roll, given that being insulated in a public sector union means you're essentially untouchable. Nice gig if you can snag it, eh? For the Rebel Media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, the Rebel has a new app. Please download that app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.